will be followed shortly after by the ship getting its methane load beginning. If all goes according to plan, again, that should be about 20 seconds, and then the ship's methane load should be coming up in about a minute.
Oh, yo, what's up?
We can see now the have the official confirmation from SpaceX that indeed propellant load has started on Starship.
Wow. Again, all signs they are proceeding as planned and on time. And again, with them having loaded propellant now, they're basically committed to the top of the window plus or minus 15 minutes or so if needed. And there is that official confirmation from SpaceX with what we're seeing as well with the Mark 1 eyeballs and our, I guess, Mark 2 cameras that they are indeed loading those propellants. And in just about now, actually, they should be loading all of the different propellants onto Starship. That is both the liquid methane and the liquid oxygen, both onto the first and second stages, the booster and the ship. That is what we want to see and what we like to see here. But again, I mean, Alex, the pace at which they go with this propellant load is amazing. How much they've gotten it down in time, even from the first couple of flights to V2 and now to V3.
Yeah, originally it was about a little over an hour or so for them to be able to load the full stack. And as they kept improving the tank farm, they've been able to shrunk basically that timeline and getting it now to just a little bit over 35 minutes from start of propellant load to launch.
It's so quick. And then in terms of other things that we will expect to see, of course, we're going to keep an eye out for that frost line chat. As always, we do this with Falcon 9 as well, with Starship 2. If you start seeing frost lines forming, shout it out in chat that you see frost. Because that, of course, we are looking for. We know propellant load is underway, but it gives us a good idea of how far along they are. Essentially, SpaceX created their own loading bar with the frost line that is Starship here. So we'll be able to see how far that loading bar progresses almost in real time.
Sorry, I had the full screen.
And Alex, it also gives an idea of which tanks are which in regards to which ones are the liquid methane and which ones are the liquid oxygen, which for those who don't know, which are the ones on top and which are the ones on bottom.
Yeah, so people might think there's like internal tanks inside of what you see outside. What you see outside is the actual tank, except I guess for the nose cone on the ship, that's not an integral tank of the vehicle or anything like that. But yeah, so there are just bulkheads in between all of those locations to make the tanks. And so on both booster and the ship, it's very simple. Top is methane, bottom is liquid oxygen, and that's it. So when you see frost here, for example, near the quick disconnect arm there on the ship, which should be appearing in just a few seconds, because I'm starting to see discoloration there on the wall of the tank. That frost that appears there, that is from the liquid oxygen that is being loaded on the liquid oxygen tank. Further up the ship, there's another line as well that will be for methane, and here on the booster at the bottom, that is the liquid oxygen tank, and you can see the line just rising quite quickly.
There we go. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is already going very quickly, keeping in mind that the load into the booster started just about 5 or 6 minutes ago.
Seeing how it's going to go.
We weren't kidding when we said it loads fast.
Yeah, I haven't really done a lot of live streams.
Of course, the two other things that we'll be keeping an eye on here, at least that we'll be able to see, is the weather, which so far looks clear. And as SpaceX said in their most recent update, all systems and weather are looking good for today's flight. Ryan, I know you've also been keeping an eye on all of the other marine and air assets going around. Of course, they want to have a clear range because you don't want any wayward boats or planes going through. How's that looking?
Well, unfortunately, bad news for WB-57 fans. I did mention that it was taking a turn to the left. I thought it was going to be entering its hold pattern to image the launch. It's flying north. It's not holding. It might be going home, so they might have encountered an issue. So yeah, not great news for WB-57 fans, unfortunately. But in terms of the weather, I mean, just look at this view. I mean, this camera's literally pointed at the sky right now. Wispy cloud, beautiful blue
0
sky.
viewers.
This is what we want to see,
Look
and
on-
fingers crossed it bodes
It says
well
2
for
viewers on my
tracking this
phone.
launch in, what's that, 30 minutes and 40.
Here are 65 AI tools
Oh.
you have to
1
know
viewer
if you
now.
want to make a sale.
Yeah, I'll pass. Monday's
Come
CRM
on,
let
another ad.
Up
I
at
wanna
the
talk
top
about those
there,
ads.
it's worth noting if you're just joining that this is not going to be a booster catch or a ship catch. Fortunately, we won't get to see that just yet, but if all goes well, we will see the booster splashing down in the Gulf,
Now we're
just a
gonna
short
wait,
distance
I'll
away
be
from where it
holding,
takes off. And then we will
Q&A.
see the ship splash
So
down
yeah,
in
you can ask
the
anything
Indian Ocean, semi
related
near
to
Australia.
space,
So,
KSP, it doesn't
booster to
matter.
the Gulf,
You can ask
ship
anything,
to the
like,
Indian
even
Ocean,
SFS, like,
if all goes according
it can
to
be
plan.
anything. Just ask me a
I just
question.
saw so there's some
Because,
paperwork already
yeah,
talking about flight
So
14
far,
being
it's
next
Flight
month.
15, and we should be launching in
And
about
like official paperwork for
30
this
minutes.
for next
Can't wait for
month
this.
for flight 14. So if flight 13 goes well and does all the things that
Yeah,
you
I'm
just
just
said,
distract
we
myself
may
by
be
spinning
a
around
month
in my
away
chair, so-
from the next launch of Starship, which is crazy. But I don't like it because
I might
it's
have to get
August
off for a
13. We've
while,
got a total eclipse here in Spain
to go
in August
dinner,
12th,
so-
and I want to watch that
Yeah, I'm
with
still
my own
okay.
eyes. So SpaceX,
gotta
I
do
wouldn't
this.
mind if you take a little longer, like maybe a week longer.
No,
I'm fine with that.
I have to do this stuff.
Please, SpaceX.
Or maybe August
please.
20th, 27th, or something like that. I'm okay
A
with that.
reminder though, we are not 6 weeks away from the next Starship launch. We are 29 minutes and 16 seconds away, potentially, from the next Starship launch. Under 30 minutes to go now.
Almost done propellant loading, I think.
Goodness gracious. And yeah, you were talking about getting ready for the next flight. It's worth noting there
Hopefully.
is a road closure
down
out
that
for
desktop
later
audio.
tonight / early tomorrow morning from
Yeah,
Starbase
yeah, that's
here
a
up
lot
to,
better. That's a lot,
Matthews
oh,
for some
just a lot
testing.
better.
And there is a booster transport stand nearby, so very likely booster 21 will already be
Does it
rolling
sound
out for
okay,
testing,
guys?
with booster 20 not even off
Is
the
it
pad
too
for
quiet? Is
12
the
hours.
stream too quiet? And
That
not
is the
not my
SpaceX
voice,
pace at
just
this point
the
here.
stream. Right here.
Let's see here. Everything looking good up to this point, as Ryan mentioned.
Oh, no, there's
everything
3
looking
watching.
clear at this point.
I will just jump
Don't
in.
usually get
We
many
have
viewers,
got live
unfortunately.
tanking, and we are already 20%.
But
and
hey, at least we're
27%
I'm
methane
about to
and
hit
oxygen on
my
the ship, 14 approaching 15% and
my 200,
21%
which I
methane
desperately
and
need.
oxygen on the booster. So
Well,
that
not
started
need- I don't
fueling
need
about
it.
5 seconds ago.
Oh, we're almost
and
done,
they're already
fueling,
20%
actually.
fueled on both tanks on both
Who
vehicles.
else is
I
hyped
mean,
for this?
V3
Spam the
is
you
just another
spam the
beast.
chat. Wait,
It
I think I have an
really is.
idea.
And of course, you can see there into the
I'm just
flame
going
trench.
to
It's
my
hard to
phone
see if the
real quick.
Sharpie will melt off or not during this one. For those who don't know, during SpaceX's recent critical path video, they went into the flame trench and showed that the way that they measure the heat down there is by things that different types of metals at different melting points, and whether they melt or not is how hot it got. And of course, they joked that if it melts the Sharpie off the wall, then that's another story. But yeah, hopefully we don't have that. And hopefully we do have everything go well. That's why they have a giant water deluge system
I just need
that
to
will
find out how to
activate
do
at the
this.
base of the
I'm
rocket, both
Googling it.
underneath near that flame trench area, as well as on the top deck, to not only deal with sound suppression, but also to basically deal with the massive amount of energy that will be underneath that rocket
Sorry,
and turn
you guys
all of
can
that crazy heat
just
into
ask me
steam
questions in the
instead.
comments. I'll answer them.
Alex, I think we
That's
just
basically
got a
what I'm
bit
gonna
of an
do for the next
update
27
from
minutes.
SpaceX. What is the latest that you could tell us?
Yeah, weather, Dan saying weather is barely worth mentioning. It's perfect by all means. Everything is looking good, not tracking any issues, and basically not having any worries with the
one
range or
viewer.
anything like that. So that is good to go.
Beautiful. That is what we like to hear. Everything well downrange, because again, with the splashdown of the booster and ship, there is of course the concern of wayward boats and wayward planes. You don't want anybody in those areas with pieces of rocket that could potentially be falling down. And that is why there are different NOTAMs and not Mars. NOTAM is notice to airmen, formerly air missions, and then not Mars is notice to mariners. So those go out days in advance so that people have time to plan
Whoop.
and not go fishing in the range near a rocket that's planning to launch, which that's never
Sorry,
happened anywhere in the world before. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So. Right now, though, all
Sorry
of
about
that
this,
frost and venting and everything that
screen
you see is
settings.
totally normal. Alex, I know we have that box fan going now. Is that part of the contribution, or is it just a lot of chill down going on there?
No, that's just part of the operations for the subcoolers and pumps and whatnot. And so that is very basically part of what the whole process of the tank farm works.
And you can see
Okay,
there
there.
some of that
Now only
venting going out
subscribers can
as
chat.
the pressure difference changes with the propellants and things going into
Anyways,
these
let's just
tanks.
change
Of course, you
this
gotta
to
keep the
my
pressures
subscriber
level so
count,
things don't expand too much.
and then go
shall we
back to
say.
the stream.
But Ryan, those will serve another purpose once it's airborne, rather than just dealing
got
with
2
keeping
viewers.
pressures level during
The
tanking.
2
Right?
viewers,
Absolutely.
got any
Those
questions?
events, many of the events
No, I'm
double
just gonna
as
answer some
the
questions while
reaction
we're waiting
control
for the
system.
launch.
Basically, little thrusters dotted around Starship used to orient it in space. Of course, there isn't a thick atmosphere like there is
Everyone's,
on Earth. On
on
Earth,
the one I'm
close
on,
to the
so-
surface, aeroplanes use aerosurfaces because they can manipulate their positioning
depressing.
using the air flowing over their surfaces. You can't do that in space. There isn't any air, so you have to use thrusters to push
4
the
viewers.
vehicle around in that vacuum, and it's one of those things that
thanks.
SpaceX is doing to try and optimize every
you
single
want to chat,
thing
just
they
click
can
subscribe,
about Starship,
and you
because
can
they
instantly
could
start chatting.
carry a completely
There's no
independent,
duration, you just have to
completely
click
separate
subscribe and you can
RCS system
instantly
using its
start
own
chatting.
fuel and using its own systems. But SpaceX have opted with this current version of Starship to use literally
This is
the
pointless.
gas from
I
the
did it.
tanks that they already have,
yeah.
which is,
I don't know
there's
why I
arguments in
thought to do
favour and
this.
arguments against, but
Got-
we have
I
seen
thought
on
I
the
would
previous
actually
flight,
get,
the first flight
past
of
my
V3,
200
they did
subscriber
manage
mark.
to successfully orient the
Looks
ship
like I'm not
for
going
the
to.
payload deploy, the heat shield inspection by the Dodger Dog satellites, and of course,
Oh, by the way, I
re-entry
did
at the
change my
end of
name
the mission.
from
So they've worked
Baseball
so
Kid to
far,
Pro Grade
albeit
Space. I
on
think it's
just
a lot
one mission.
better. I'll stick with this
You
name
mentioned
for
those
my entire
Dodger Dog
YouTubing career.
satellites with the cameras on it.
So,
For those unaware,
yeah.
the payload for today's flight is actual Starlink V3 satellites. These are not the Starlink simulators that we have seen in the past, or as we've nicknamed them, the dumb links. These are actual smart links, shall we say, the real V3s. They will not be going into orbit, though, but they will be deployed. There are 20 of them in total that will be deployed from the PEZ dispenser mechanism located on the ship once it is in its suborbital trajectory and in space. They will deploy, and
Wonder
they will
will I
use them
actually
to
get more
test the
viewers.
communications with some of the other Starlink satellites in the network. They had at one point mentioned doing ground testing with South Africa, although unclear if they're still planning on doing that. And six
I don't know
of
what to
those
talk about
will
right now.
indeed
I'm just
have
gonna sit back
cameras
and
on
wait until
board.
someone comments.
So hopefully we get to
How
see
bored
some of
I
those
am.
views. But this will be a good way that they'll be able to check all of Starship's heat shield and how the vehicle looks while it is in orbit, and also get to do some other kind of testing and triangulating work too, because you may notice when we get to close-ups of the heat shield on the ship, you may notice that a couple of places where it looks like tiles are missing. They are not. Those are actually tiles that are painted white. And those white painted tiles will kind of be used as markers for those cameras to observe. If
Oh,
you've
4 views
seen
now.
any of the space shuttle or the
I'm just
Artemis
stuck
launch
looking at
with
that
those
viewer
little
count right
squares
there.
on both the solid rocket boosters and on the orange external tank, you'll know those are camera trackers. This is the SpaceX way of doing it, is just paint some of them white and they'll be able to use that as trackers as well.
So how many of y'all
And,
have seen the Artemis 2
Alex,
launch?
are there any other heat shield tile experiments
you
or
wanna chat,
changes
just
that we're
click
aware of on
subscribe.
this flight?
That's all I need to do.
Well, they've
Oh,
got on the,
subscriber?
on the aft
Some probably wants
skirt,
to chat.
sort of where the part of the ship that protects the engines from re-entry and whatnot, that part has also a heat shield, right? And they have attached the heat shield
No, I'm
tiles
still a
in a
small
different
creator,
ways,
so
like a few portions
getting my
of
200
their-
subs. Oh, come on! I don't want purple Gelflex grids. Come on, I'm trying to have a watch party
They
here.
have multiple different little experiments here and there, but all of them are like not about the materials themselves, but
years
more
now.
about how they attach to the vehicle, or for example, for the imaging of the ship, of the tiles, with the Starlinks, that is just for imaging purposes. They're just painted white. It's regular tiles. There are no special tiles. Overall, as far as we know, in terms of materials, there are
see that
no
crane
special
that-
tiles.
It's kind of
on this
insane that
ship.
they're probably gonna try to.
There's
Wait, are they gonna try to crane
Ryan
it?
Weber did notice that there's a few that
Let me
look
know. Let me
weird,
know.
like
I
their
haven't
shape is
researched.
different.
I haven't done too much
but
research
that's
on this.
a different thing than, say, materials testing and whatnot, right? That's the sort of point of the whole testing. Sometimes you test materials, sometimes you test how they get attached, sometimes you just want to see if they even hold on. So yeah.
One viewer.
I think the only other special
I think
tile,
that's the one on
believe
my
Mr.
phone
Beast
because I was
signed
tracking the
tile
live
was
stream
seen
on
on
that
this
on my
during
phone.
rollout.
It is not on this one, it's on ship 42.
Ship 42. Okay, so we got
Yeah,
some time.
2
Not
ships
this
from
one.
down the line.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But speaking of
But
down
it's
the
out
line,
there.
if we go down the line
Life
all
of
the
a
way
small
to the
YouTuber.
engines,
Very
we should be having
stressful.
some chill
I was
down
so hyped for
going
the
on.
stream,
if
but
I'm
now
right.
I'm not.
Yeah, like on the previous versions, it will be hard to notice. The only thing or indication is that there's like a vent, like a small little vent that comes out from the. I mean, you can see it it's very subtle on the sort of elbow
I might
of
fall
the
asleep.
quick disconnect
No.
arm, and it's part of the
What if I go?
system that sort of drains a little bit of that.
Oh, 3 viewers? Three viewers?
I don't know how to explain
Oh,
it in very
hello.
simple terms. There's
2 other viewers.
You load a lot of
turn off the one on
liquid
my
oxygen
phone.
through the pumps, a lot of liquid methane through the methane pumps as well, and you get gaseous oxygen and gaseous methane out of that. The gaseous methane is returned to the tank farm.
So a lot of the two
oxygen
viewers that
is
are watching my
vented, and so
video,
that vent there on the. you see that
it would be
little
pretty
vent
helpful
there
if you clicked
on the
subscribe.
arm? That's the one that indicates
I'm trying to
engine chill. At least for the ship.
meet
For
my
the booster,
goal of
there's
200
none.
subscribers on this
But we
stream.
know it's happening.
I'm
'cause
not
it
begging you.
happens
I'm
on
not
both
begging you, okay?
stages at the same
I'm not
time.
begging. You guys
Yeah,
can.
there's also that
It's your
giant
choice,
cloud,
you know?
so to speak, coming from the
I'd
tank
really help
farm
a brother
that
out if
makes it
you're,
a little harder to see the
subscribed now.
bottom of the
I'm not begging,
booster
no.
portion
Not
now as
begging.
well, even if we could see anything there.
I just hope
Um,
that I get this 200
But,
subscribers.
yeah, speaking of seeing things, of course, we were hoping to see maybe
Chair.
some footage from the WB-57 aircraft
come
in
on.
the future. Ryan, do you have another update for us?
Indeed,
Chair out
that
of the way.
that aerial imaging aircraft, courtesy of NASA. I did say it had turned around and it was heading home. It's done another U-turn. It's now coming back. I have no idea what it's doing, but fingers crossed it makes it to Starbase in
Maybe
time to reach this
another-
launch.
Maybe another loop for its testing for NOAA. I'm gonna say
So
if
my
it's
mini
doing
feed is
just
going.
loopy loops, it's probably.
But it's not doing loop-de-loops. It literally flew in a straight line towards Houston. It's now done a U-turn and is flying it in a straight line towards Brownsville. So
I'm gonna
I
take a
don't
look
know,
at that.
but it's coming back.
So not the racetrack pattern that they've done in the past where they go out and just hold.
I'm
And
gonna hide the
Nope.
viewers.
It's literally flying in a straight line
Refresh
back to
chat.
Starbase. Maybe it has nothing to do with this launch. It's very weird behavior, but I thought it was something interesting to know.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if coincidentally, while they happen to be doing testing for NOAA, they just happen to turn their cameras over to Starbase and catch the launch. I wouldn't put it past them to do that.
I'm just refreshing the chat.
Oopsie doopsie.
Yeah, exactly. Oops, sorry, NOAA. Our cameras just happened to move for the 10
Getting
minutes
pretty
that is
close.
the flight. Oh man.
I can't hear any
We're now
of
17
the
and a half minutes to go.
commentary
Also
right
really
now,
cool, you can
so-
see from this angle the grid fins, which Ryan, this is a big difference as well from V2, is these V3 grid fins, which we haven't really got to see them do much work yet
Yeah.
after the boost back burn issue on Flight 12. But I've kind of grown to the 3 sort of grid fin style, and of course they're not just there for style; they also serve multiple other purposes.
They're pretty awkward.
Exactly. They've moved to a system of 2 grid fins being used for pitch.
I'm
and
imagining
roll.
it's
The
already,
third grid
it's,
fin
almost
acting
done,
kind of like a rudder,
propellant
like on a
loading,
boat
so-
or an aircraft, and that controls the yaw of
I'm
the
pretty
booster.
hyped for this.
I have to
Ever
say,
since I heard
was-
about it
I was a little
2
bit
days
skeptic
ago.
At first, I'm still not 100%
So,
settled on the 3
yeah.
grid fin.
Nice to know that
orientation, but
I only
fortunately
gained 2
enough,
subscribers.
most
I mean,
angles
it's 2
where we look at
subscribers.
the
That's 2
booster,
more than
It
usual.
either looks like it only has 2 grid fins.
And
or
I
it has
don't
3
really,
grid
I
fins,
never,
so
almost,
it's a
I
little bit
almost
difficult
never
to make out that it
gain
does
any
actually
subscribers from
only
YouTube
have
videos. Been
3.
at this for
But I've
almost
said it
2
before,
years
and I'll say it
now.
again. I tried to fly
So,
a booster with 3
yeah.
grid fins in Kerbal Space Program. It didn't work. Hopefully SpaceX has a bit more success.
Were you using realism overhaul or just regular?
Just regular Kerbal Space Program.
there's not
but
much to
that
talk about
definitely
right
says
now.
more about me than it does.
You
about
guys can
SpaceX.
hear the desktop audio.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
there's a
SpaceX
mission
is
badge.
using the realism
Today's
overhaul
like
mod, aka
220 next generation Starlink satellites, which only have about 20
and
minutes to
here is
attempt a
that,
series of
discussion like we
activation
were
and
talking about
connection tests
before,
before they
saying that
re-enter
today's
Earth's
test will
atmosphere.
deploy
Okay.
20 next generation Starlink
Okay.
satellites, which we've been calling V3.
Got 16 more
which will
minutes
only
to
have about
launch.
20 minutes to
Super
attempt a
excited about
series of
this.
activation and connection tests before they re-enter Earth's atmosphere. And I mean, Alex, you were just mentioning the back channel here that getting all of those into the actual payload
Oh, man, I
area
can't
is a
wait.
little more crammed than it was for just the kind of flat mass simulators.
Yeah, they had a quick view into the pest dispenser in
Sorry,
the
something.
payload bay area, basically.
Yeah, he's back.
And it
Oh,
looks a
6
lot
viewers.
more
Oh,
crowded,
hello,
when it's
3 other
not
viewers.
just a
It
block
would
of
be a big
steel
help
on
if you
stick,
click the
it
subscribe
looks
button.
way
You don't
more
have to.
crowded.
I'm not begging here,
So,
but that's how
in
you're gonna
about
chat.
30 minutes or so, we're gonna see that deployment. Hopefully, if this launches on time. So,
So yeah, we're almost done.
let's just wait and see.
Propellant
We will
filling
wait
here.
and see as we are approaching
yeah, we're
15
almost done,
minutes to
I
go
think.
until the
I don't really know.
opening of the launch. A reminder, they do have an
Yeah, the scroll
opportunity
bar.
at T-minus 40 seconds
Live
to
chat.
hold.
All messages
So
are
if they call
visible.
for a hold at T-minus 40 seconds, that is not the end of the world. We have seen them do that.
Okay.
Even just for about 20 seconds to catch their breath, to double check things. We've seen it for a couple of minutes. It's not a problem. They have it there as an option for a reason. We don't know if they're going to take it or not. We have also seen launches where they just blow right through it. So just to note if you do see that. And
Yeah, we
with
got
the
about
vehicle
15
loaded,
minutes.
they'll
15
have
more minutes to
approximately
launch.
15 minutes if needed.
Who else is
once
hyped for
the
this?
rocket is fully loaded.
Who else is hyped for
to
this?
be able to launch it. So if something does
If you
come
just
up
click
and
subscribe,
they do
you
need to hold at that
can
40
just say
second
yeah.
mark, they have some time to work with.
Oh man.
Hopefully we don't need it. Hopefully everything just proceeds through
Mm.
as scheduled and on time.
Let's see. Not much really to talk about.
So Alex, I don't
on
know
the
if you can
stream
hear
yet,
any other updates as well that you can give to us, or at
We'll
least
say,
catch some people up as well
I'm-
who might just be joining at the 15-minute mark here.
Let me check my
Everything
top
continuing on
fans, and of
track,
course
it-
I only have
you
one
can see,
because
well,
only
right
one
now
person
we're
has
in a
commented so
wide-angle
far.
view,
No one
but when
else.
we go to
Well,
much
let's check
closer
the
views,
actual
you
views
will
on
be
my
able to
screen,
see that
on my
frost
stream
rising.
on my phone.
It's a very nice progress bar, if you want to call it like that. And so
on
you can
live
see
stream.
now there. Now we go back to the launch pad cameras here. You can see the frost is rising. The tanks on the ship are mostly filled. They're just a little bit to go. You can see there's like about a ring or so on the liquid oxygen tank. Also about a ring or
I
so
actually
on
have
the
3
methane
viewers.
tank.
Oh, there it is.
Again, on each stage, on both the
To my
booster
3
and the
viewers,
ship, the top tank is the methane tank. The bottom tank
yeah.
is
Hope
the
you're
liquid
enjoying
oxygen
this.
tank. The ship
Probably not,
has an additional 2 tanks
because it's not
on
a
the
really
nose
good
cone at the
stream.
tip. Those are the header tanks. Those are probably already loaded
Yeah,
or
I don't
about to
even
be
know why I thought it
loaded.
was a good
It's usually
stream at
around
first.
this time on the countdown.
It's probably
So you
just
see
this
some
part of the
lights
stream
on the
before. You
nose
can
cone,
go
that's
ahead and
all-
leave
that's
for
part
this
of
part of the
the
stream. You can
pressurization
come back
system of those
around
header tanks.
whenever it's
Those
launch
are the ones that are going to
time,
be used
so
for that relight in space.
yeah.
That short burn of just one engine, one of those
Little
Raptor sea
pixelate-
level engines.
pixelating
And then for
over
the
the
landing burn, that's
exhaust
also where
area.
those 3 sea level engines will
I know, so let's
draw
do
their
this.
propellant from. The booster also has its own landing tank as well. It's got a liquid oxygen tank and sort of like a reservoir as well of methane inside of that big transfer tube, the Falcon 9 sized transfer tube. But other than that, it's very
Okay, do I
much,
actually have 6
as you can
viewers?
see, you know,
If I do, I need all you to comment. Well, I don't need you to comment. I'm just gonna check.
She's right.
Why is the
and
skip
the
top
propellant
all
load
the way
should
at the
be in
top?
about
Come
10
on.
minutes.
Yes, at this point, the booster should finish propellant load first. That will happen about 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go before launch. That'll be followed 40
I
seconds
got
later
4
by the
watching.
ship being
So,
fully loaded
and
as
Stream
well.
Labs.
So at
Oh,
T-minus
actually I
2
have 5
minutes and 10
watching.
seconds to
And I
go,
got 2 likes.
exactly 10
Actually, that's
minutes
good.
from now is when we should have a fully fueled Starship out at Pad 2. The excitement continues to get more and more real.
And if we go through and the engines ignite, the thing lifts off, then it should be about a 2 minute and 18 second.
Yeah, you guys,
sail burn
everyone
for the
watching,
booster.
just you can go ahead and
Then
leave.
the engines
I don't
will
care.
ignite on the
Go ahead
ship,
and leave.
the stages
Just
will separate.
oh,
It's
and
called
another
hot
person
staging.
came.
When they
You can
still
go ahead and
ignite
leave
the
for this
engines on the
part.
ship when the booster is still
You can come
thrusting,
back whenever
the booster
it's
will
like
flip back,
5
it'll
minutes from
perform
launch.
its 33 engine boost back burn, and hopefully we'll be on track
Yeah,
for
my
a
phone says
splashdown
5 watching.
in the Gulf.
Right here it
about
says 7
6
watching.
minutes and 53 seconds after launch. That landing burn will be with 13 engines, then down perhaps to 5 and then 3. We saw these tests with the final version 2 boosters where they tried
You know what?
like a 13 engine
gonna
at the
have to
beginning,
turn
then
off
down to
the-
5, and then down to 3 engines at the end. I should expect, I
Okay.
at least expect the same kind of thing we'll see what actually happens in real life. Also, in about a minute or so, we should keep an eye on those flaps on the ship. I just forgot that we are getting close now to the T-minus 10-point mark, and that's when the
There you
flaps
guys.
should
We're
start
out
moving
2
around.
minutes away. People
They
are
do
still
some
watching.
flap checks
Just
around T-minus 10
here.
minutes
There we go.
into the
Only 10 minutes from
before
launching.
the launch.
I
say.
turned off subscribers only mode.
So that's
Anyone,
basically where we are
just
right now, and I believe we have a
everyone
fuel
watching,
update
anyone
from
watching
Ryan,
right now,
go ahead.
anyone watching right
We
now.
are now
Can go ahead and just
89.3% methane
comment.
on the
I don't care.
ship. We're approaching basically 99% oxygen on the ship, and we're well into the 70s now.
So I'll be
on
taking
both
a
tanks
Q&A,
on the booster. So again,
wherever you
progressing
want,
with fueling
question
very
up or
nicely.
something.
It's
There's
nice when
something
everything's green,
with
isn't
KSP
it?
or
It's nice when
SFS
everything
or anything.
is green. We're 7.5 minutes away
Anything.
from
I'll just ask
booster
any
propellant
question about
load,
space.
wrapping up, and I'll continue to
Whatever. If
just
you're new to
trickle
space
in the
stuff,
rest of the
go ahead and
propellant as
ask
we
me some
progress
questions.
in the countdown.
I don't care.
Exactly. That is what we like to see, what we like to hear.
Anyways,
and we have so close to a fully fueled
yeah, we're officially
vehicle
10
right
minutes
now
away.
As we hit under
I am so hyped.
10 minutes
Who else is hyped?
to go.
Spam the comments if you're hyped.
And a reminder for people who might just be joining from the 10-minute push alert, for those joining from the Next Spaceflight app, we are now looking at a nearly fully
Oh,
fueled
there's the
Starship.
flaps. You can see them tuck in. Look at that. They're
There we
tucked
go.
in.
I
Probably
just
going to
pinned
deploy
that.
them in a. There they go. They're opening now. Haha.
There we go. Seeing the flaps do a little wave ahead of flight.
Oh,
And,
3 viewers.
we may be able to
There's
get
6
a
viewers,
little
but my
wave as
thing
well,
says 3
potentially,
viewers.
from our team out in the field a little bit before we get to
Yeah.
launch. We'll keep an eye out on that. Man, that looks pretty good.
One person watching, and that's the person. Oh wait, never mind.
Everything
There's 3
proceed-
watching.
Everything is proceeding as planned.
spam the
as we
comments
like
if
to
you're
hear.
hyped.
I wonder how
Spam the
things
comments
are
if you're
looking
hyped
for
for
a
launch.
team out in the field. I believe we have DOS from atop the Margaritaville Hotel in South Padre
Or
Island.
if
DOS,
there's just
how's the
there's
hype?
probably just bots watching me.
How's the hype? Good grief. Is that the question? We are over
work
here.
so
We're on top
hard.
of the hotel. We did
For
get the
nothing.
robotic tracking
Up
head
6
all set up.
viewers?
Some of the
Is it
equipment you
actually
can see
6 viewers?
back behind me is all the control stuff. Oh, heck. Here, come with me real quick. We're going to turn that way. There's the robotic tracking head over there. So we've got a big cinema robotic mount with a comically large lens on it and
6
another little
viewers.
ride-along camera
Yep.
on top of it. But we are ready to go over here
Oh,
on the roof of the Margaritaville.
I don't think I'm on your
I'm
commenting.
listening in to y'all. I didn't want to
Come on,
like
you
jump
guys
in
should be
too
hyped.
much, but we're excited. Is everything going well, sir?
I'm not forcing you to
Oh,
comment.
yeah, absolutely. Everything's been going great
Sorry.
so far. We just saw
No.
the flap wiggle test there.
My PC
Our
set up
flow
in my room,
continues to
and
go as planned,
yeah, you
and
can hear
so
things
far,
downstairs,
so good.
even if I have the door
We're
closed.
like less than 10 minutes now, aren't we?
Try 8 minutes.
2 minutes, 8
They were
minutes.
about
All right.
8
I
minutes.
won't stay on here
8 more
for
minutes.
long. I will
Can't
let y'all
wait.
get back to it. I want to hop in real quick and say thank you to everybody that's been watching. I don't know how many people have clicked the little thumbs up or anything like
Get
that.
cloud bot
But
out.
y'all showing
What's this
up
do?
is what lets us keep
Uh-oh.
doing this. I know we do like March
Microsoft
plugs and we
Edge.
talk about super chats and stuff like that. All of those things that y'all do are what makes
What's
this
cloud
possible
bot?
for us. Honestly, the best way to make us shut up about March is to just buy it all.
I'm
Then we
gonna
don't have
enable
anything
cloud
left
bot.
to talk about. Last I heard, we were pretty well past 50% sold on the patches and pins.
Got
So
some
don't want to have those sitting
moderation.
around in the warehouse.
There we
Y'all pick 'em
Okay,
up
now
if you
I'm gonna
want
go
to.
back
You
to
don't have to,
the.
but it is an absolutely fantastic way to
I'm gonna
support
go
what
back
we
to
do.
my
We work so
analytics,
hard.
and
We
now
try
I'm
to
gonna
make cool
play
things
it
for
now.
you. Not only all the views of the rockets, but we try to make cool patches.
Sorry
we
about
try to
all
make
this,
cool shirts. I love this sun shirt that I have on
Yeah,
right
my
now. I'm just
streams
proud
aren't
to walk
really
around
good.
in it. But anyways, let's make sure we keep the rocket on the screen. It's on the screen.
Okay,
technically.
I
kept it
skipped
behind
ahead
me.
to the live
But
broadcast,
let's get back
so
to the launch here. I'll be
yeah.
doing the track. If you see it from my angle over
8
here, I hope
viewers.
I'm able to track it for you.
Co-
Thank you so
new
much for
viewers
hanging
are-
out with
you
us,
go ahead and
we
spam
will
the
catch
comments
you
if
on
you're
the flip
hyped.
side. Sawyer, back to you.
Thank you, DOS, from out in the field. We'll let you go back to your cameras.
5
over
viewer
there.
what?
It's too much fun. It's too much fun.
Oh,
I'm
tell
like,
me
ah.
about it. We're having the same fun here too. Wish
just
we
like
were
ready
there
to
with
go.
you, though.
Ow.
It's very hard to track stably because I'm like shaking. It's so exciting. So, anyways, back to your show. Thanks for watching, y'all.
Absolutely. 6.5 minutes to go now. Thank you again, DOS. Fuel load continues. We should be wrapping up with the propellant load very shortly. The booster should be completely loaded at T-minus 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. And in exactly 4 minutes from
Rewatching.
now, at
3.
T-minus 2 minutes and 10 seconds, we should have a fully fueled
Can you guys please
with
share
the
this?
ship wrapping up
Please.
its propellant load there as well. Once we get to the T-minus 40-second mark, Alex, that's when things
Oh
get
gosh,
really
we are so close to
exciting.
this
Can you take us through the
launch.
steps that happened just before liftoff?
Yeah, so the final few minutes, we're gonna have propellant load ending on the booster and the ship. On the booster, it
7
happens at
viewers.
T-minus 2 minutes and 50
Okay, to my
seconds.
7 viewers, thank
On
you
the
for
ship, we'll
watching
be at
this.
T-minus 2
Actually,
minutes and 10 seconds for
You people
propellant load complete.
are actually caring
They're
and
also gonna be
deciding to
doing all of
stay
the
for my
final checks on the
stream.
engines. They're going to be
That means a lot
transitioning
to me,
into internal power
honestly.
and things like that. The launch pad itself will also be getting ready. At T-minus 40 seconds, they're going to go through their gate, their hold point, where if they want to hold, if anything is sort of off or something like that, then they can hold at that point. We saw on the previous
I
flight,
just got a
on
notification
flight
of
12, they
Streamlabs.
had to
I
take
had a
that
great
multiple
screen.
times
I didn't
on
even
the very
end it
first
yet.
attempt, remember?
It's 30. It's still 30
so
minutes
don't be
in.
surprised if that were to happen. Now, the thing is,
Just
right
keep
now,
refreshing
I
chat until
think
someone
they're
talks.
not tracking any sort of kind of holds or anything like that. Oh, hang on. Now the whole point is at T-minus 60 seconds, apparently. So that's great. Okay, throwing us off. It's breaking news. I just heard it from Dan Hewitt from SpaceX. It's T-minus 60 seconds now instead of T-minus 40 seconds.
These guys are
Cool.
probably all bots.
Okay, well, apply what I just said to T-minus 60 seconds instead of T-minus 40. After that, then they're going to be preparing the pad,
Okay, we
doing
got 4
final
viewers.
preparations, purging the propellant lines. And especially, one of the things that happened on flight 12 was the unpinning of the QD arm.
So far, the most
QD
I've
arm
gotten is 8
presses
viewers.
against the ship by
With only 2
excuse me,
subscribes.
by default, because you want to have a very solid, basically no gap, being leak free, and so you want to have a very solid connection, even when the arm is free. Right, the arm needs to be free because at T0 it retracts away.
Also, guys, remember
and
my
so
goal is
it needs to be
200.
free. But for the
Please.
majority of the countdown, it is pinned against the tower. And what happened on
Well,
flight
at least
12
the
is they
rocket's
tried
about to
to
launch.
unpin the arm, and the arm didn't want to unpin because that force against the ship, it also means that there's an opposite and equal.
This records conversations
No,
better than taking
I don't
notes
care about
ever
credit.
could. This
I'm a
is
kid
Pocket,
still.
an AI note taker that records
I
conversations,
mean, even though
so
I
you
have a
don't.
bank account, but
Automated triggers,
still.
alarms and whatnot,
Skip the live.
triggered, had to
Yeah, we're live.
basically go to the next day. So that's what happened. So it's a very important step of the process. The all of the deluge will also come out at T-minus 17 seconds. Before that, we'll also have the MIST, the detonation suppression system under the rocket. So you'll see all of these
the
different
same
things
3
coming
viewers
alive.
that
And of
been
course, at
watching the whole
T-minus 3
time.
seconds,
It's,
we'll have
it's
engine
either these
ignition,
guys are
and at
bots
T0, those
or
hold-on
they
times
actually
will-
care.
will
If you
open.
guys are real and that you
and
guys
hopefully
actually
a
care,
beautiful
just
liftoff.
say something random in the comments. It doesn't have to
Hopefully,
make sense at
in
all.
under 3
Just say,
minutes from now, we
put
should
a
be coming up on
one
the
word
point
there,
now
and
where they are
I'm
finishing propellant
gonna
load
believe
on
that
the
you're not a
booster.
bot.
At this point, booster propellant load should now be complete.
I don't care what you put
There's
there.
about 40 more seconds of propellant loading still to go for the ship, and if that continues on as planned, then we are just seconds away from a fully fueled Starship for the 13th flight of the Starship program. This again is over at Pad 2 down in Starbase, Texas for this launch. On board, we have 20 V3 Starlink satellites, real ones, that will be doing some testing during their
yeah, we're
suborbital
2 minutes
trajectory.
away.
6 of those 20 satellites have
To people
cameras
watching,
on board.
oh, it's 7
Fingers
viewers.
crossed,
Okay, my
SpaceX
views are actually
allows
going
us to
up.
see those
That's good.
views.
It's
At
actually
T-minus
good.
2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Even though I might
that
not have
should
a
wrap up
load of
propellant
comments,
load
at least
on
there's some
this
people
vehicle.
watching me. Hopefully not bots.
She is full, she is heavy, and hopefully she is ready. Booster 20 on the bottom there, and ship 40 on the top.
On these notifications.
Ryan, final check in terms of weather and range. I know SpaceX said everything was go. How's it looking still?
Oh yeah, we're 1 minute
Everything
away.
is
Oh,
green,
9 viewers.
Not tracking
Oh, the
any
closer we
holds,
get to launch,
closing
the
out
more
propellant
viewers I'm
load.
getting.
Deep breaths, everybody. This might
That
actually
actually feels
happen.
good to me.
This might indeed happen about 90 seconds
Okay.
from now. As Alex did point out, they have a chance to hold. They apparently have moved it from T-minus 40 seconds down to T-minus 60
1
seconds.
minute 30
and 1 minute.
seconds. Oh, 2
They don't
people left.
have to
Come
take
on.
said hold, but they have the opportunity to take it if they wish.
I'm just gonna focus on the launch. Okay?
Let's see here. As we
We're
pass
so
the
close to
T-minus 60
launching.
second mark, we will see if they hold. And as we reach
very
1 minute to
close.
go, Ryan, it's your countdown from here.
Thank you, Sawyer, and thank you for tuning in. We're approaching 60 seconds.
Guys, when it hits
and the
15
clock
seconds, I want you guys to count down with me in the
stops.
comments,
We are
okay?
holding at T-minus 60 seconds.
Oh, there's a hold. What
Of course,
happened?
Starship has this ability to hold, unlike Falcon.
Can
So we
someone
will
in
stand
the
by
comments tell me
until
what
that
happened?
clock
My
resumes.
audio's turned. You know, I'm just gonna turn it up.
Doing some final checkouts, making sure Starship is fully ready for launch.
Okay,
on
so they're
flight
just making
13,
sure.
the second flight of this version of the vehicle, and we continue to count down. We're now T-minus 55 seconds. Looks like
Now
we're going to
it
be
feels
targeting 35 seconds past the hour.
Okay, so we're holding for how long?
Should be depressing the launch mount at this point.
Okay, let's continue. Okay, guys. Okay, guys.
Hopefully we get
When it
that
hits
30
15, I
seconds.
want you guys to start counting down with me in the comments.
Keep an eye out for the DSS, the detonation
You
suppressive
don't
system.
have
There
to,
it
but
is.
okay. 16, 15,
15
14,
seconds.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9,
10 seconds to
8,
launch. Here comes the
7,
water deluge
6,
system. Water is in the
5,
trench. There's the
4,
top deck.
3, 2, 1. Ignition. Oh my gosh, this is insane.
And we have an abort.
Oh, yeah.
It's not launching today.
What the? Why isn't that lift off? What happened? Hold. They scrubbed it?
It looks like we had 33 Raptors light momentarily, and then an immediate abort with them all shutting off, according to the live telemetry.
And this is why hold down clamps are really useful.
Alex, do they have the ability to recycle from here?
I'm listening in, but yeah, it's confirmed it's a scrub for today
Dang it.
because they started the deluge.
All right, guys.
So
So it's a scrub, guys. I hope you guys liked it. I'm gonna have to end the stream now because it's a scrub. Bye, guys.
It appears that